So this is our road to Slovenia. It starts at Aleksandrovska. You know the street, we've been through the street a lot of times. And we are turning on the right. And we are turning right because there was road number 1. We took this road when we went to Krakow. And this road will lead us to Slovakia. Because it goes through Katowice, Krakow, Zakopane, and then straight to Slovakia. And as you can see, there are a lot of trucks here. This is road number 1. I took an opportunity to make some pictures. Obviously a lot of trucks during the night, but it's good because they are squeezing to the right lane. And this is the cockpit of our car. It's a Renault Master. It's quite good. It has a good engine, so driving it was great. And we stopped after a 6-hour drive for a coffee, some sandwiches, to just keep us going. We had a lot of water with us, and of course we bought some nuts, mostly almonds, very good. And this is the one of the many corners that I've recorded. There are a lot of corners in Slovakia because it's probably all mountains, so it's fun to drive, but you have to be careful with it because the roads are not that big. And as you can see, there's a village and a burned house. A lot of houses, especially the old ones, were made in a traditional way from wood, as you can see here, so it's very easy to burn them if you have a chimney and a fireplace and you are not careful. And this is the road. It's very good. It's just magical. You can see the light dripping in through the trees, and the sun just went up. And we were driving after this small car. Surprisingly good it did on the road, and it's an old Volkswagen Golf. I think it's the 2nd generation of Golf, and it made its way all the way to the top. And see, here are some more pictures. You can see how nice it is. And I took advantage that there was a little light, so I made those kind of smudgy pictures with just a little bit of focus. I think they are quite good, and they can express how it feels to drive those roads. And as you can see, here is Zakopane on the left, and the rest is Slovenia, and it's all mountains. This kind of shows how the mountains are everywhere in Slovakia. And here Zbigniew driving the car. He knows the road apparently here, and see, it's just magical how the sun just drops to the fog that was there on the road, and just those beams of light just go through the trees. It's just great. It's not really, this video is not really what we had experienced, but it's just like 25% of the views that I can give through the camera only. And believe me, this is very exotic, seeing all those high mountains one after the other, because in Łódź everything is kind of flat and industrial, and here there's just a lot of nature, a lot of mountains, a lot of very beautiful views. And just look at those pictures. I took advantage of driving there. I opened the window, make some pictures, and even near the road, the nature is everywhere. The views are great, and those fields near the road are filled with those pink plants. They are just great. They look phenomenal, and you can see that the roads are kind of dangerous. Between the road and this barrier and further, there is nothing else. There is a big drop, and with those corners you have to watch out not to lose control of the car really. And again, a lot of fields just filled with those flowers, just pink everywhere. It looks great, especially with the sun rising up. And look at this. It's an old cabin. I don't know if actually someone lives there, but living there probably would have to be great with all those views. And here you can see we cornered through the narrow streets very carefully, but you know, sometimes it's just a close call because the river, bridges everywhere. It's very narrow, and driving with this car is very difficult. As you can see, there is a map. Near the map, just close by, there was a beautiful river flowing. It was great. And this road that you can see led us to this mountain, and on the way we saw some crazy bikers, one of the bikers here, and those are constructions for the ski jumps. Our Adam Mausch was the best in the world at his period, and we took this thing, I don't know how it's called, and I was always wondering how it really works with those small wheels turning and the cars going up. I don't know, it's just weird. And you can see the views everywhere, trees, and everything is green. And these cars were quite nice. They were soft, and I don't know how they work in winter really. This material is probably damaged, but somehow it works. And you can see Zbigniew, he has this face because the views are just great. He loves mountains, and well, if you see the views, you just have to love the mountains. It's not, you just cannot not like them. And we saw those kind of stairs that led up the mountain, so we decided to go up. We heard someone talk that it's not that far up. Well, the thing is that it is quite high, and the journey is quite difficult because the stairs that were flat at the beginning started to be higher and higher. It was more difficult to get up, and the angle was just crazy. As you can see, a lot of times we had to use our hands just to climb up those rocks because the pathway isn't really kind of still. You just had to see which way is the best way up. We took advantage to make some stops during the way because we were exhausted. The air is just, it has a lack of oxygen because it's higher altitude. The oxygen is less when you are going up, and we didn't take time to just prepare ourselves to it. We just drove there and went up. And you can see a lot of people, older people, younger people going up. No matter the age, everyone I think can climb the mountain top. And here's a pair. We talked with them a little bit. They are from Poland. They are actually from the seaside, so they went all the way through Poland to Slovakia just to climb out and see those beautiful views. And after a while we finally saw the mountain top. It's not very impressive, it's just a stick and some rocks and a metal plate saying that it's a mountain top, but we finally made it, and the views are the best thing here. You can see the lake that we came from, and a waterfall, and a river just making its way through the rocks. I don't really know how this river is called, or if you can go there some way, but you can see it just probably is just very clear because no humans are near that, and if I would have time I would go there and check it out. Finally we made it to the top. As I told you, it's just a stick and some rocks, but the views are just amazing. We took our time to just let ourselves breathe and just recuperate. And there was a second mountain top. It was higher and it was magical because there was a lot of clouds near this mountain top. It looked like this, and actually someone climbed there, and we were at the mountain top around, I don't know, 8, so he had to go around, I don't know, 4 o'clock in the morning just to climb. So there are some people with passions. And here you can see the plants, not really plants, kind of weird small Christmas trees. They grow everywhere, so it's mostly those things, some grass and rocks. And even though they are very similar to the trees that we have, though they are very flat, on just living on the rocks. And this waterfall that we've seen previously, it made this river going down. It's great. It made a very nice sound, just kind of calming everyone down. And you can see the angle of the mountain. It's kind of really hard to go up there, but even smaller children with the help of parents made it. And when I saw those children walking, and especially this one, well, not kind of walking, but kind of being dragged in a backpack, I thought, wow, this can be dangerous. But well, a lot of people do it actually. They take children in the backpacks and they just go up. And bigger children around, I don't know, 10, 12 to 15 years old, they don't really mind that, that big of exercise. They just kind of go. They don't really care, and you can see we just made it to the top with those boots, and it was really difficult because those boots don't have any grip, and the surfaces, like in here, are very rough. The edges can be very sharp, so we end up with some bruises on our feet of our soles. But it was good. It was worth it. And well, I have to tell you, going down, it's really more difficult than going up, because when you are going up, you kind of have control over your steps, even though you have to produce a lot of force to go up. But going down is the difficult part, because the rocks move. You don't know if you will step on the rock that moves or doesn't move. And as you can see, I had to jump my way down a little bit because I had a lot of bags, and it wasn't very comfortable going down just with those kinds of weights in my belt on my back. But well, we made it. It wasn't that difficult, although we didn't sleep before we went on the mountain top. But well, we didn't really care. It was nice. It was good. And this is the end of the part 1. I hope it doesn't bother you that it's so long. I hope you will enjoy it, and if I will have time, I will produce the second one.